Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are dissecting what was arguably the most pivotal month in Ripple's history, January 2026. While many of us were focused on the volatile price action of XRP, a far more significant story was unfolding, one of deliberate, coordinated expansion that has fundamentally reshaped Ripple's position in the global financial landscape. Let's start with the elephant in the room: regulation. January saw Ripple achieve what many thought was impossible in such a short time frame. First, their UK FCA registration was finalised, providing operational clarity in a major financial hub. But the real stunner came mid-month: a preliminary EMI license from Luxembourg's CSSF. This isn't just a license, it's a passport. Under MiCA, this allows Ripple to extend its payment services across all 27 EU member states. This marks a paradigm shift. Ripple is no longer just a crypto company hoping for regulatory approval. It is now a fully licensed financial institution, operating with the same legal and operational frameworks as traditional payment providers. This de-risks their institutional partnerships significantly. With regulatory pathways clear, Ripple wasted no time in embedding itself deeper into global financial infrastructure. The launch of Ripple Treasury was enormous. Following their late 2025 acquisition of GTreasury for over $1 billion, this platform now allows corporate treasurers to manage both traditional fiat and digital assets within a single, compliant dashboard. This is the boring but absolutely crucial back-end infrastructure that drives trillions in global commerce. Furthermore, the partnership with Saudi Arabia isn't merely about cross-border payments. It's deeply intertwined with the geopolitical shifts we are seeing, particularly the need for neutral, efficient payment corridors that bypass traditional SWIFT rails. This move positions XRP and the XRPL as a key player in emerging market finance. For any network to thrive, it needs robust liquidity and a thriving developer ecosystem. January delivered on both fronts. On the liquidity side, the Binance listing of RLUSD, Ripple's stablecoin, was a monumental step. Listing with zero trading fees immediately supercharged its accessibility and utility. RLUSD acts as a critical bridge asset, providing stable on-ramps and off-ramps for institutional players utilizing XRP for cross-border settlement. Simultaneously, Ripple continued its strategic investments in talent. The collaboration with UC Berkeley to train the next generation of XRPL developers ensures a continuous pipeline of skilled engineers. This isn't just academic goodwill, it's an investment in the long-term health and innovation of the XRP ledger itself, preventing a brain drain and fostering future development. And let's not forget the core technology. Throughout January, the XRPL saw several critical protocol upgrades ship, including fixed token escrow v1. These aren't flashy, they're foundational. These enhancements are paving the way for advanced features like token escrows and permission domains, which are vital for regulated entities. They allow banks, for instance, to create private, compliant sub-networks on the public ledger, enabling them to leverage the efficiency of blockchain without compromising on privacy or regulatory requirements. This continuous, iterative improvement ensures the XRPL remains at the cutting edge. In summary, January 2026 was not a month of random news drops for Ripple. It was a perfectly orchestrated symphony of strategic moves across every critical vertical: regulatory, institutional, liquidity, talent, and technical development. This wasn't about hoping for adoption, it was about engineering it. While price will always do what price does, the underlying fundamentals laid down in January have fundamentally solidified Ripple and XRP's position for years to come. The pattern is clear for those paying attention. What do you think? Did you see the significance of these developments unfold? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis.